Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah.
Nah, it is live, ma'am. It is live.
Okay, okay, fine. All
Please
right.
go on.
It just done. Okay. So now today's topic is very important topic, very interesting. What is this, ma'am? You say the same thing every day. Very interesting, very important, isn't it? But today is the mother of all topics. It's really very interesting. Very beautiful. So what is today's topic? What is today's topic? All right. Okay. The national flag. Wait, let me just get it right. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for taking note of that. Okay. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. And what is today's topic? Type it in the chat box. Yes, every day is important. Today is even more important. What is the topic for today? Well done, Saujanya. You were the first one to type. Excellent. Where is Saujanya? Can I see her? Okay, today is communication skills. It's a beautiful topic, and we have heard about it so much, but still we want to understand it better, right? Still we want to improve our communication. Okay, Saujana, I'm able to see you. Yes, there you are. Hi, dear. Okay. Today there's going to be a lot of communication. Okay, we are going to interact a lot, and it will be an interactive session. So why do you think communication is very important? What is your take on that? Why do you all feel, communication is necessary, ma'am? It is important. We want to learn about it. You have to type your ideas. Why do you think it is important? Please type it in the chat box. To solve problems, excellent. To convey my ideas properly, bingo, very good. Kartik Besani. Okay, to make good relationships, to convey information, it's the main concept. To exchange ideas, express ideas, to connect to people, to be happy, to convey messages, share emotions. Wow, superb. To express feelings and ideas. Well done. Yeah, keep typing, keep typing. I want more answers. I want everybody to give me answers. All the 250 people, come up with your answers to get what we want. It describes personality. It is about knowledge, to know everything. Well done. Fantastic. Keep going. Keep going. So now you know everything about communication. You have all typed it, na? सब कुछ पता है आप लोगों को. तो मैं क्या बोलूं? कुछ नहीं है मेरे पास. అంత తెలుసు కదా మీకు. ఇంకేమీ లేదు చెప్పించేదానికో. So no class today. Bunk. Mass bunk. Is it? You don't want to know anything more. Ma'am, we know, but we still want to know more. Isn't it? You all have that hunger for learning more. And that is why you have all joined here. Isn't it? I like that. I like that, hunger and craving for learning more. Yes, beautiful answers to share your ideas, feelings, emotions. Without communication skills, we can't lead life. It is as important as our life itself. We know how important it is. But have we mastered the art of communication? Have we done that? They say communication is an art. Yeah. And great people, they also say communication is a science. So we need to understand the art part of it and also the science part of it. Have we really understood it well enough to master our communication? Right? We can type, we can express. Beautiful analysis. We all know, ma'am, we all know how to communicate. We know, theoretically, we know we have to do that, we have to do this, we have to, better ourselves, we have to improve, and what we should do to improve, we know. But somehow, ma'am, practically, when we want to do it, we're not able to do it. Right? We still have misunderstandings. We still have miscommunication in our life. We are still not able to convince people around us. Forget about others. In our own family, we are not able to convince people. We are not able to let go of misunderstandings. We have disagreements. Now tell me, how many of you are actually facing the problem of miscommunication? Type S in the chat box. If you're having disagreements, if you're having arguments, if you're having misunderstandings, if there is a gap in convincing, if you're not able to convey, that is called miscommunication. Yeah. Are you still having that? Are you still having that? Yeah, I don't want the flag to fall off. Okay, we'll fix it later. All right. Okay. Lot of us. Each one of us, we are having problems with communication, right? We are facing this miscommunication and we want to improve that. We want to better our communication. Yes, ma'am, there has been gap. We're not able to convince people. We have ideas, but when we try to put it across to our own family members, forget about the second circle and third circle. They will not understand us at all. అర్థమే కాదు మనం చెప్పేది కదా. We try so much, we'll try and convince them, but they don't understand. And you feel hurt, the opposite person feels hurt, and there is a miscommunication, misunderstanding. Kada? So today we will have a practical approach. Practically, theory maaku oddu, right? Theory we have heard so much. Communication is verbal communication, non-verbal, body language. Yes, we know all that. We know all that. But how to implement? How to practically implement communication in our life and improve ourselves, our quality of life. Ultimately, what do we all want? A better quality of life, right? Ultimately, we all want to become very good communicators and be happy, isn't it? So I will tell you one secret today. Yeah, a very top secret. You should not tell that to anybody, okay? Only on YouTube I'm telling this secret, okay? And the secret for effective communication is the first thing you have to do. You know, if you follow this, you will be able to become a very good communicator. You have to smile. You have to smile. You know, be smiling, be friendly, have a friendly approach. You know, you have to give that positive vibes when you meet someone, when you greet someone, when you talk to someone. If you have a straight face, sullen face, angry face, will people feel like talking to you? Will you feel like talking to people who have, you know, very strict face, rigid face? Okay, what's your name? Let me know about yourself. Do you feel like talking to that person? If you say, hi, how are you? I want to know more about you. Don't you feel like talking to that person? Yeah. So practice smiling, my friends. We all have forgotten when we meet an unknown person, of course, we will smile. But with our own family members, with our children, with our wives, with our husband, how much have we smiled? Have we smiled enough with our family members? That honest, genuine, friendly, loving smile. Okay? Start your day with a smile. Can you all give that beautiful smile? Can you all show that smile towards me? Happily smiling. Practice smiling. It's an art. That's where I tell you communication is an art. Akshita, you have a lovely smile. Venugopal sir, yes, I can see your smile. Bhargavi, yes, half-hearted smile. Can you smile a bit more? All right, Jayanti, you have a beautiful smile. Padmaja, Ravichandra, see, you all look so lovely, so beautiful when you smile. So decorate yourself with a smile every day. You don't have to put on makeup. You don't have to, you know, wear some formal or very expensive clothes to look good. Just wear that smile. As soon as you get up in the morning, if you find it difficult, okay, you can literally do this. You just go in front of the mirror, take that smile and wear it on you. Okay? Maybe you have forgotten. It is somewhere hidden in one of the drawer. Yeah? Open it, take that ornament called smile and wear it on yourself. Will you do that? Show me how you're going to wear it. Show me how you're going to wear it. Now it is lying next to you. Next to you. So wear that smile, all of you. Yeah? See, that very thought is bringing a smile on your faces, isn't it? Shamala, Gangamani, wow, what a lovely smile you have. Yeah, wear that smile every morning as soon as you get up. Wear that smile. Okay, and do not remove it and keep it. Okay, just wear it. And maybe if you're tired of smiling, ma'am, I'm tired of smiling, ma'am, you don't have to keep that smiling face all the time. If you're happy, that smile will automatically come to you. If you have that attitude of positivity, that smile will automatically be with you. It's not a very difficult thing. Is it difficult, my friends? Is it very tough? Am I asking for too much? No, right? Okay. So let's promise ourselves that we are going to wear a smile every day. Wow, I can see so many smileys in my chat box. That's so nice of all of you. Very nice, very nice. See, I feel like smiling when I see so many smileys. Okay. On that note, we have simplified, we have cracked the code of communication. I have revealed the secret to you. Yeah, now that you have my secret, you can continue. Yeah, you can adopt that, you can implement that. But yes, just smiling is not enough, right? That is the first step. Now, what else can we do? We will understand the very basics of communication. Okay, are you all ready? Are you all ready? Show me a thumbs up. Yes, ma'am, we are ready to learn more. We are ready to become effective communicators. Yeah? All right, well done. So, we will understand the basics of communication skills. In any communication, these are the basics. Now tell me, do all the living beings communicate? All the living beings? No. Yes? Not sure? What? Not sure, ma'am. All the living beings communicate. Animals, birds, plants, everybody. Somebody is trying to share the screen or something. There is a little bit of confusion. Okay. Well, all living beings communicate. Okay. Birds communicate. Have you ever seen a crow eating alone? If you just put some food out for the birds, what does the crow do? It will call everybody, all its family members. How? It will communicate by the sound. It makes that sound. It will communicate, right? And all the family members, all the teammates will come to share the food, right? That is communication. Any kind of communication in animals, in birds, in trees. Have you seen the plant Mimosa pudica, where you touch that plant and it will immediately close its leaves? Have you seen that touch me not? Yeah, that's the way it communicates with the touch. Sparsham. As soon as it experiences that sparsham, it will immediately close. So it is communicating to your touch. So all plants, all living beings, all animals, everybody communicate. Of course, humans communicate all the time. But you know what? Because we are very intelligent and very brilliant, we have a code for communication. We have a code. You understand the word code? Yeah, like we write codes in software. Yeah. What is that code for communication? What is that? Can you guess? What is that code for communication? Guess and write in the... All right. Yes, you're close by. You can type. You can type in the chat box. Excellent. Excellent. Katina Veerabhadra sir and Siddiqui sir. Excellent. Language. Language is the code. We all have a language to communicate. Imagine without language, how difficult it would have been to communicate all the time, showing these sign languages, signs, how to communicate, how to make the other person understand. It gets very difficult, isn't it? So we humans have developed a language so that it is easy to communicate. So language is just the mode of communication, right? Now, we know communication, everybody does that, and humans have got one or the other language. It can be your own vernacular language, Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, Rajasthani, Gujarati, Bengali, any language. But why do we stress upon English communication so much? Why? $1 million question. Why English? Why English language? Excellent, Veerabhadra Rao. You nailed it. It's a global language. It is the language of internet, isn't it? Because of internet, the entire globe has become like a small village. Have you heard the term global village? Vinnara miranduru global village ani enduku? Because of internet. Okay. And which language do we use in the internet? English, right? So because English is a global language, we have to learn communication in English. All right, done. Now, coming back to basics of communication. In any communication, there is always, can I see your books? Can I see your books? Well done, Rafiq. Excellent. Prashant. All right, Prashant has kept a diary. Okay. Narsaya, Suresh, and Padmavanam, Saroja, Rajia, Vedula Kalyani, Surekha. Yes. Excellent. Pasha, I can see. Fine. You all have your books. Jyoti, beautiful. And okay, let me move on. I want to see everybody's books. Well done. Well done. So what is the topic? You have to write communication skills. Okay. And what are we learning? The basics. In communication, there is always a sender and there is always a receiver. There is always a sender, there is always a receiver. I'll explain it to you what it is. You can just write it down. Okay, done. Do you understand sender and receiver? जो मैसेजेस भेजता है वो सेंडर, जो मैसेजेस को रिसीव करता है वो रिसीवर है. यस, तो आज के दिन में अभी सेशन में कौन सेंडर है कौन रिसीवर है? आई एम द सेंडर and you are all the receivers. Receivers can be there. Like I'm giving messages to a group of people, so you're all receivers and I am the sender. But tell me something, am I also not receiving messages from you all? Am I or am I not? Yes or no? Am I? Are you also giving me messages? Yes or no? Yes, ma'am. Not very sure. It should be yes and no. I'm not able to make out by your nod. The way you're nodding, okay? The way you're nodding once I tell you something, that shows that you are with me. You are giving me back that message. So I am also receiving messages from you. So I'm sending and receiving. At the same time, you're also receiving and sending messages. Isn't it? So we are all communicating. Communicating, matlab it's a cycle. Sender and receiver, both of them should be in coordination. Whatever I say, you should understand, and whatever you are trying to tell me, I have to understand. How are you communicating with me? You will ask a question, or you will raise your hand, or you will type in the chat box, or you will just nod, or you will give me a smile. All these are messages to me, right? This is called body language, isn't it? So you are communicating to me through your body movements, and I am giving you messages through my language. Also, body language, everything, all inclusive. Now, communication cycle is happening. Both of us are involved in giving out messages. So what are the major types? Like, how can we give our opinions, feelings, everything from sender to receiver? What do we do? Communication is just expressing our opinions, feelings, thoughts, and emotions. That is communication, right? So let us write it down. What are we communicating? Our opinions, thoughts, feelings, emotions, and information. Right? All this we are doing in communication. We are giving out or we are conveying our opinions, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, and also information. And how is this happening? It is passing from sender to receiver. So it's a give and take policy. Sometimes the sender is giving and the receivers are taking. Sometimes the receiver is giving and the sender is taking. So it's a give and take policy. Did you all write down the core words? Yeah. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, information, opinion. All this is communication. We just want to communicate what our idea is, what our opinion is, what is our emotion, how do we feel. And if we have some information, we want to give it out. That is communication. Simple as that. Right? Now, how can we do this? What are the different types we follow in communicating? What are the different types? Can you tell me? Can you tell me the types? Come on, type it in your chat box. Yeah, tell me the types. Well done. Okay, verbal, non-verbal. Excellent, excellent. Okay, I would just simplify it into three main types. One is through speech. What are the three types? One is through speech. The other one is through writing. And finally, it is through body movement or body language. Isn't it? We have speech, writing, and body language. I've just, simplified it to these three main types. Again, if you get into body language, there are a lot of things. Gestures, postures, eye contact, your voice modulation, a lot of things. See, now we are not learning communication to give a presentation about it. We want to learn communication so that it will improve our lifestyle. We want to better ourselves and become good communicators. So we will focus on the practicality of it. Do you understand? Practicality, not too much of theory. ఏమి చేయాలని అర్థం చేసుకుంటాం. Okay, rather than understanding the theory part of it. Okay, three main types: speech, writing, and body language. Sometimes it so happens, I'm sure you also might have experienced it, if you see somebody, the minute you see a person, you don't even know who the person is, you don't know anything about the person, but the minute you see that person, you will start liking the person, isn't it? For no reason. And the same thing, even opposite can happen. The minute you meet someone, you do not know anything about him or her, but you will not like the person. You will dislike a person, isn't it? All this can happen through body language. If a person shows attitude through his body language, or if the person is very rigid or strict or not smiling, then you are bound not to like. So what is the secret? What is the secret? First secret, smile. Yeah. Who doesn't like a smile? Isn't it? Of course, you should not laugh. Ha 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 ha. So as soon as you meet somebody, of course, not laughing at others, but smiling at others. There's a lot of difference. You understand now? Hasna and smiling. There is a difference. Well done, Jayanti. I love. You're so responsive. Very good. Very good, my dear. Okay. All right. So wear that smile. Do not forget to wear that smile. It's the best ornament. Okay. It's like the crown. You're wearing that crown every day. Have you seen the queen wearing the crown, the king wearing the crown? It's like your crown. Okay. Don't forget to wear that. So these are the three main types. You talk, you write, or through your body movements, you communicate. Now, if it is so simple, then why do we have miscommunication? If communication is so simple, why do we have miscommunication? When does it get complex? Okay, I'll let you know. Now, when the opposite person agrees to what we say, if he's in total agreement to whatever we say, then it is simple, right? If he or she agrees to what we say, then it is simple. If there is disagreement, then it gets complex, isn't it? So when there is disagreement, then communication process becomes complex. All right. When there is agreement to what you say, it becomes simple. But when there is disagreement, when the opposite person doesn't agree with what you say, then it gets complex. Right? So what do we do? What do we do to convince the other person? So many times when people talk to us, when they communicate to us, we try and hear, we try and take whatever is relevant to us. Whatever is relevant. जो हमको चाहिए, जो हमें अच्छा लगता है, सिर्फ वही लेते हैं हम, है ना? जो नहीं चाहिए, जो अच्छा नहीं लगता है, वो irrelevant हो जाता है. हमको वो पसंद नहीं है, हमको वो नहीं चाहिए. तो we start putting all that irrelevant things in the corner of a mind. And I would like to call that as a dustbin. You have a dustbin inside your mind where you're throwing all irrelevant things, all negative things. If people have opinions about you, and if they're trying to judge you, if they're trying to enforce their thoughts about you, this is the way you have to behave, this is the way I want you to do. You are taking all those thoughts and you're keeping inside your mind, then your mind is becoming a dustbin. Because you're giving so much of value for others' thoughts and ideas. What you have to do? You have to remove that negativity. Okay? Take what is relevant. Take what is relevant. If you really deserve, if you really find honesty in what other people say, then take it. Otherwise, you don't have to consider that. Okay? What did I teach you in my earlier class? Tell that to yourself. If somebody is trying to be negative, don't try to make your mind a garbage. कचरा को हम घर पे रखते हैं क्या? सुबह सुबह विजिल ब्लो करके आता है ना, उनको दे देते हैं कचरा, है ना? तो हमको क्यों रखना है अंदर? Just give it out. You keep telling to yourself. Okay, let me take Akshita's example. Okay, Akshita, I am not going to take any negativity. It is irrelevant to me. All right, keep telling that to yourself. It's very essential for you to do that. So you have only relevant things with you, not irrelevant. Even when you tell other people, they will take what is relevant and they will not consider something irrelevant. They will not convinced. They will not get convinced by ideas which are irrelevant, right? So how can you convince people if you have a relevant idea, right? In our own family, we find it very hard to convince, isn't it? We have an idea, we have some thoughts, we have some feelings, some emotions, but we feel they are not able to understand me the way I want them to understand. है ना? बच्चों को लगता है माँ बाप हमको समझ नहीं रहे, माँ बाप को लगता है बच्चे हमें समझते नहीं है ना? एंड पति को लगता है मेरी बीवी समझती नहीं है मुझे, बीवी को लगता है मेरे पति समझता ही नहीं मुझे. Why is that? We are staying together all the time, but we still fail to understand the emotions and feelings because we are not effective communicators, isn't it? We are not effective communicators. We haven't mastered the art and science of communication. So shall we do that now? Are you ready to do that? Yeah? So that everybody is able to understand you and you are able to understand everybody. All right? Done? Can I see that smile? Okay, fine. Now, as I told you, the first secret is smile. Yeah, when somebody tells you something negative, take it. Take it, it's okay. Do not have a barrier that nobody can tell you anything. Feedback. Somebody tells you, what is this you have cooked today? It is not at all delicious. You know how difficult it is to cook? How much of effort I have put into it? How can you say it is not delicious? You can't be very, rigid that nobody can tell you anything. It's okay. I'm just giving you a small example. If somebody gives you a feedback, it's absolutely fine. Take it with a smile. Ego will stop us from taking feedback. है ना? तो put it aside. थोड़ा हटा दो बाजू में, वो क्रॉस रोड में रहने दो उसको, मेन रोड में मत आने दो. Okay? And you have prejudice. किसी को कुछ नहीं बोलना है मेरे बारे में, क्योंकि मैं परफेक्ट हूं, है ना? जो हमें सही लगता है वही हम करते हैं. लेकिन फिर भी from others' perceptions, if they give us feedback in a nice way, then take it. It's okay. You can make some changes. Okay, take it in a positive way. Ma'am, what is this now? Just now you told don't take negative things and now you're telling you take it. Is it not contemplating? Try to understand the difference. If somebody has honestly given you a feedback in your interest, आपके भलाई में कुछ बोला है, तो take it. Take that feedback. Don't be egoistic. Nobody should tell me anything because I have done so much. I have achieved so much. No, you have to keep learning every day. And if that person has got that genuine interest in you, he is actually a person with a lot of goodwill, then take that feedback with a smile. Okay, do not have that rigidity. Nobody can tell me anything. It can be your own family member. Even if your children tell you something, mama, you did something wrong today, I did not like it, I got hurt, please take it. तुम ऐसे कैसे बोल सकते हो, मैं तुम्हारी माँ हूं, so what? Your child can give you feedback, isn't it? Your mother can give you feedback. Your husband can give you feedback. Your wife can give you feedback. Take the feedback in a positive way if that person is really interested in your well-being. Don't take from everybody and anybody. But if that person is really a good friend of yours, your own family member, and wants you to be a better person, then take it. Okay? Don't let your ego come in the way. Don't let your prejudice come in your way. Do not have preconceived notions. Do you understand preconceived notions? Yeah, I'll just give you an example. ले लो, अगर एक आपको कोई मूवी देखना है, अच्छा वाला मूवी, किसी ने बोल दिया वो मूवी अच्छा ही नहीं है यार, कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं है उसमें. Okay, so you go to the movie with a feeling in your mind that it is not good. So that is called preconceived notion. You already have that notion in your mind, it's not good, and you start watching. Of course you will not like it. Why? Because you have that notion, somebody has told you it's not good. But if you have an open mind to receive, good or bad, let me see, let me have an open mind, let me not have a preconceived notion, then yes, you will be the best decision maker. Yeah, have an open mindedness and respect others. Have respect. It can be your own child. So many times parents, we tend to scold our children when in front of other people. When somebody has visited us, in front of relatives, in front of their friends, we do that not knowing that it is a mistake. Even the child has its own self-respect, isn't it? The child will get hurt. It feels bad from within. Maybe it is not able to tell it openly. So respect the child. When you learn how to respect your child, the child will learn how to respect you. Take their viewpoints. Give them choices. Okay? Tell them, do you want to study in the morning or do you want to study in the evening? You're respecting their choices, but within limits. Right? So we fail to understand that. We feel respect is only for elders. Respect has to be given to every person. Age is just a number. Even a small child, if it wants to have some food and you're trying to give milk to it, it will not accept it. You have to respect the child's needs and the child's choices. So that comes with birth. Learn to respect each and everybody. You will earn respect. Okay, it's not only with elders, respect everybody. All right, did you get my point? Can you show me a thumbs up? Start respecting everybody. Well done, well done. Okay, and now I'll give you the most important mantra for becoming an effective communicator. Open your books and start writing. Okay, this is just like our positive mantra. Okay, I'm going to give you mantra for becoming an effective communicator. So what is it? It is an acronym. Do you understand acronym? When I say BSF, it is Border Security Force. It's an acronym for Border Security Force, right? Or if I say HAL, it's Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. It's an acronym, right? So the acronym for becoming an effective communicator is IMPRESS. Write it down, IMPRESS. Okay, now we're going to elaborate on each and every alphabet. What does I stand for? I stands for ideas. Okay, I stands for ideas. What is it? To communicate to anybody, you have an idea. Now don't get confused with so many ideas. मुझे वो भी बात करना है, ये भी बात करना है, पास्ट के बारे में बात करना है, प्रेजेंट के बारे में बात करना है. नहीं. Don't get confused with ideas. Have one idea and communicate that effectively. Okay? Don't get mixed up. Don't get confused. You might be having too many ideas, but teach them or convey it to them or give them in a form of a message, just one idea, so that they will understand it perfectly. Right? All right? Okay. Now, what does M stand for? M is messages. Messages मतलब SMS नहीं. SMS भेजना है क्या मैम? नहीं. M, message. Give it in a form of message which is acceptable and comprehensible. Acceptable. You can't give them messages where they cannot accept that at all. You can't tell, I'm very busy this entire month. I have got so much of work. I'm sorry, I cannot come home this entire month. I'll be in office. It's totally unacceptable, right? So there has to be messages which are acceptable and comprehensible, matlab understandable. It should not be very complex. Let it be simple. Simple से बताओ यार, किसी को भी अच्छा लगता है. Okay? इतना complicate मत करो, show off मत करो. Make it very simple. Okay? And acceptable. You have to market your ideas, your messages. So we all are into sales and marketing. We market our ideas. In college days, we want to go for a trip, maybe to Goa, 5 days. Do you all remember how well we convinced our parents? We marketed our ideas and finally we went. We achieved what we wanted. So we are all very good communicators whenever we want, but not always. So make it a habit. Make it a habit that you are an effective communicator always, because we want success. Yeah? Who all want success? Who all want to be very successful in your life? Yeah? Everybody wants success. Then no choice. You have to be an effective communicator. Isn't it? That's the only way out. Now, M, we are done with messages. What about P? P is about pause. Do you understand the word pause? Pause. Pause is taking a stop. While you're speaking to somebody, you can't go on and on and on. Yeah, the other person gets irritated. You have to take a break in between. While you're talking to someone, take a break. There has to be a full stop. There has to be a comma, and there has to be a gap. When you're telling them something very important, take a break. Let the opposite person understand what you're telling them. And also, when you pause, that shows that it is very important. Yeah. When you tell, today I want the entire house to be spick and span. Take a pause. That's it. That's a statement. You can't keep on going on and on. The effectiveness will reduce. If you keep talking, our brain does not have that capacity to continuously take messages. It will take for some time, then it will stop. So you have to give a pause. You understood? What is pause? Take a break. Give a gap while speaking. Do not speak continuously. All right? And R stands for receiver. Of course, in communication, it's very important to have a receiver. A receiver. कैसा receiver? Telephone का receiver? कैसा receiver है ये? We need somebody who can listen to us. Can you imagine? Nobody is there in the house and you're talking to yourself all the time. Then what will people call you? क्या बुलाते हैं? थोड़ा, ऐसा हो गया, क्या करे बेचारा, है ना? So we do not want that kind of people. We always want listeners. So receivers. In communication, very important, receiver. A person who can receive our messages, who can listen to us. So R is about receivers. And E, can anyone guess E? It's my favorite word. E for empathy. Empathy. Yeah, write it down. It's empathy. Who is empathy? Mother of sympathy. Yeah, empathy is the word in life. You have to understand the other person's thoughts, emotions, feelings as much as the other person is feeling. Putting yourself into the other person's shoes. Not literally, ma'am, I'll take their shoes and I'll put myself into it. No, you have to put yourself into their thoughts, into their feelings, their emotions. How is that? Let me give you an example. Maybe, we'll just take an example of your friend has lost his job. In this COVID times, he's lost his job. And you also have lost the job. You also do not have a job. Okay? Everything is fine till now. Suddenly, one morning, your friend comes and tells you, hey man, I got a job. I secured a new job. And you know what? The salary is fantastic. I'm so happy. What is your immediate reaction? इससे कैसे हो गया यार? मुझे नहीं मिला. मैं इधर पड़ा हूं बेकार जैसा और इसको मिल गया. Inside your mind. तो बाहर क्या दिखाते हो? हाँ, very nice. Thank you. Congratulations. Very good. That is not empathy. If you are really feeling excited about your friend, if you share that excitement, that is empathy. Hey, come on, man, I'm so happy for you. You got a job. That's fantastic. I'm so happy for you. If it comes from the bottom of your heart, that is empathy. Okay? Feel that. If somebody else is in pain, you can't just show sympathy. हाँ यार ऐसा हो गया, मुझे भी बुरा लगता है. But feel that pain. Feel that pain if somebody is in pain. That is empathy. In day-to-day, instances, some small examples, what I can give is, do you like when someone calls you, hey, ikadra, hey, ikadpotu now, ra ikada, oi, hey, do you like someone calling you like that? But if somebody calls you remembering your name, you have just met somebody and maybe you have, you remember you have met them few years back. And if that person remembers your name, you feel happy about it, isn't it? That is, empathy in action. I call it as empathy in action. If you can remember a person along with the name and recognize him or her and go and talk to him or her, that is empathy. Okay? Somebody in your group, in your colleagues, amongst your colleagues or amongst your friends, they get embarrassed. They do some mistake and, they are scolded for that and they are reprimanded for that in front of everybody and that person feels embarrassed. What do? अंदर ही अंदर हमें बहुत खुशी मिलता है ना? हाँ, thank God. I did not, have to face the situation. I did not get scolded. But if that friend of yours has got embarrassed and if you feel embarrassed from within, you feel upset because that person is feeling that embarrassment, that is empathy. Okay? So let us practice empathy, putting ourselves into the other person's shoes. Got it? Everybody got an idea? Okay? Let's empathize with others, not just sympathize. Let us understand the true meaning of empathy. That's all about E. And yes is again very important. Sender, as I told you, in communication, sender and receiver are the two important components. So sender will initiate the process of communication, isn't it? Sender is the person who will start the communication. So S stands for sender. And there is one more S. What shall we do with this yes? What shall we write? कुछ भी लिख दो मैम, चलेगा. टाइम तो जा रहा है ना, अभी 6 बज रहा है, मुझे जाना है, कॉफी पीना है. कुछ भी लिख दो जल्दी जल्दी, है ना? Streamline. Streamline your thoughts. Okay? Another S stands for streamlining your thoughts. Have your thoughts streamlined. Do not get muddled up with thoughts. Do not get confused with thoughts. Your mind will drift apart. Do not talk about past and future. तुम हमेशा ऐसे करते हो, पहले भी ऐसे ही करते थे और आगे भी ऐसे ही करते रहते हो, हमेशा तुम ऐसे ही हो. तो you don't streamline your thoughts. You're just mixing up everything. Okay? Talk about the present, be in the present, and address things in the present. Streamline your thoughts. Okay? That's about the last S. So if you follow all these mantras, then definitely you are bound to impress and convince the opposite person, and you will become an effective communicator. You might have seen so many people around you who are successful. Why they're successful? Because they have very large social circles. Yeah, they have got many friends, many acquaintances, large number of friends, large number of acquaintances. One live example we see, our Guruji, how many friends, how many acquaintances, always with a smile, full of energy, how well he communicates. So when you see such successful people, adopt those ideas, adopt their mannerisms, adopt their qualities, okay, and become an effective communicator. Why? Because we all want to become successful. Okay, so what should we wear? What is the first secret? Smile. Wear a smile. And we will end the class today because we want to practice becoming effective communicators. So what is the assignment for tomorrow? I want all of you to talk for 5 minutes. A video assignment for 5 minutes talking about communication skills. Whatever I taught today in the class, okay? You have to concise it and 5 minutes talk about what I taught in the class. Communication skills, video assignment for 5 minutes, not less than 5. That will not be considered. 5 minutes. Done? All right. Thank you very much. Had a lovely interaction with all of you. Open to questions. We'll take few questions. Who's going to ask me?
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
In our daily routine life, we have to be very good communicator. If you want to successful, you should be a good communicator. We have learned so many things. Thank you so much. What an energetic session we have gone through. We'll go for question and answers, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
If you permit, we'll go question and answers.
Sure. Yes, many participants have raised their hand.
Ashok. Ashok, unmute yourself.
Good evening.
Good evening, Ashok. Tell me.
Ma'am, what is the difference between acronyms and abbreviations, ma'am? You said BSF is an acronym.
It's the same. Acronym is what we use, like one letter, we try and expand it. Right?
Okay,
Border security force. So it's the same.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Unmute. Pavani, next to you. Unmute yourself, guys.
Hello, thank you. Hello, ma'am.
Hello,
What is
Pavani
the
garu?
meaning of streamline? Streamline meaning? Streamline in your thoughts.
Okay, that's a good question. Streamline is aligning your ideas in one particular direction. I told no, don't get confused. Like if you want to talk to somebody about the present situation, don't bring in past and talk about future and bring in all the thoughts at one go. Okay, just align your thoughts in one particular direction. Don't get confused. If you want to talk about one issue, streamline is going in that one particular direction only. Okay? You have to unmute Pavani.
Pavani, ma'am, unmute. Mahinder, next ask your question.
Okay.
Hi, madam.
Hi, Mahinder. You have to unmute.
Unmute, man. Unmute, Mahinder. Okay. Next.
Hello, madam.
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Mahinder. Please go ahead.
First of all, I would like to thank you profusely, madam, because you have given a wonderful session every day, and it's a lot of learnings personally to me. 5 new words, and the next day, like you have made us to record our own voice that comes under reading habit again, and you have told us how to listen at like 53% in the communication. If you want to learn any language, listening is much And apart from that, like in the next day, writing and analytical skills. Now today we come to communication.
Mahendra,
But I would
we have-
also like request if you could throw some light on the relation between the sender and streamline, because I was little bit perplexed in this. Thank you, madam.
Okay. Yeah, Mahendra, that's a good question. But because of, paucity of time, we will have to take it up in a different session. We will be doing shortly, we will be doing a session on communication skills only. Okay. There we will address all such relationship issues and how we can improve. That's a good one. We will take your request. We will consider it and we'll get back to you when we do communication skills specifically. Okay. So that we have a lot of time to discuss about it. All right, Mahendra?
Ma'am, we have time, ma'am. Shall I go on?
Yeah, one more question. Yes.
Last question.
Good evening,
Yeah, please.
Good
madam.
evening.
Is empathy and sympathy same, or could you explain what is empathy? Ma'am?
It's definitely different. It's not the same. It's definitely different. Empathy is having, to understand the feelings and emotions and thoughts of the other person, putting ourselves into their shoes. Putting ourselves into their shoes. Matlab, exactly the way the other person feels, exactly the way the other person thinks, we have to think that way. I gave you a few examples. Did you listen? I gave you a few examples. It's sympathy is just ayo papam illa ayipindi em chesedi. So it's like you are just showing sympathy, but you're not doing anything for that. But if you really feel sorry for the other person who is in pain, you feel that pain and you do something to better their life. You take an action to better their life because you're feeling that pain and you want to do something. So empathy is definitely way different from sympathy. You have to improvise from sympathy to get to empathy. All right.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We have learned so many things today. It's a very powerful, power-packed session. For
Thank
me also, I have learned so many things.
All
How
right.
should we, you through acronym impresses. Thank you
Okay.
so much, ma'am. We are grateful to you. You are giving your time and knowledge to your free of cost to the Impact Youth. We are very grateful to you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No, sir. I am equally grateful. I'm